we're all ready.
Yeah, right here.
All right.
Good for you?
Come ahead!
Quiet on the set!
This is Michael Falkner, and it's showtime on the July 18th, 2011 edition of the Weekly Podioplex, brought to you by The Chronic Rift. Starting with the week's box office results from Monday, July 18th, number 10 is Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris, which is back on the list after slipping to number 11 last week. Coming in at number 9 is Super 8, down from 7th. At 8th place is last week's 6th, Blurry Crown. Polishing her apple at number 7 is Bad Teacher. At 6th is a new release, Winnie the Pooh, with $8 million on a $30 million budget. Finishing 5th is Cars 2, adding $8.4 million to bring the Pixar film to $165 million. At 4th place is Zookeeper, wrangling up another $12 million for a running total of $42.4 million. Number 3 is Horrible Bosses, with an $18 million weekend take for a total of $60 million. Last week's first place is at number 2, with Transformers Dark of the Moon, earning $21 million and becoming the first movie in 2011 to break $300 million. The grand total is $302.9 million against a $195 million budget. At $169.2 million, this week's winner is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. The finale of the 8-movie series casts its spell over moviegoers, placing the film in the record books with the highest grossing opening weekend in history, beating The Dark Knight's $158.4 million opener. It also sets records for opening day results with $92.1 million and for midnight showing results with $43.5 million. Deathly Hallows Part 2 also marks the Boy Wizard's first venture into the popular 3D medium, although 2D proved to be more popular at the box office, with 57% of audiences choosing to eschew the glasses. In the foreign market, the film broke several records as well, but audiences liked the 3D aspect more, making up 61% of all overseas ticket sales. All of this helps the Harry Potter franchise to its current total earnings of $2.177 billion, which is threatening to overtake Star Wars as the top-grossing franchise in history. Star Wars currently sits at $2.218 billion, which may increase with the 3D releases starting next year. This week's new releases kick off with another entry in the Summer of Geek, with Captain America: The First Avenger, an action-adventure film starring Chris Evans, Hugo Weaving, and Natalie Dormer.
I know this neighborhood. I got beat up in that alley.
You just don't know when to give up.
I could do this all day.
Do you have something against running away?
You start running, they'll never let you stop. You really gonna do this now?
There are men laying down their lives. I got no right to do any less than them.
I can offer you a chance.
Our goal is to create a new breed of super soldier.
When you brought a 90-pound asthmatic onto my army base, I let it slide.
I am looking for qualities beyond the physical.
You win wars with guts.
Grenade! Everybody down!
Is this a test?
He's still skinny.
Whatever happens, stay who you are. Not just a soldier, but a good man.
Is it too late to go to the bathroom?
You actually did it.
Who the hell are you?
The first of many.
Hydra is the Nazi Deep Science Division, led by Johann Schmidt.
He thinks he's a god, and he's willing to blow up half the world to prove it.
You're not even close to this technology.
I asked for an army, and all I got was you.
Congratulations. You just got promoted.
Mr. Stark?
I had some ideas about the uniform.
You're gonna get so many girls.
Captain, we are much alike. I don't know if I can do this.
You won't be alone.
What made you so special? Nothing. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
Nobody's perfect.
After being deemed unfit for military service, Steve Rogers volunteers for a top-secret research project that turns him into Captain America, a superhero dedicated to defending America's ideals. Captain America: The First Avenger is rated PG-13. Also opening a wide release this week is Friends with Benefits, a comedy starring Mila Kunis, Justin Timberlake, and Patricia Clarkson.
I just feel like we should chill for a while.
I think we should take a break.
You're breaking up with me?
It's not you.
Of course it's me.
It's me. I don't like you anymore. You said that I was your soulmate.
When?
When we were at that bed and breakfast having sex.
That
doesn't what?
count.
I'm done with the relationship thing.
I'm emotionally unavailable.
I'm emotionally damaged.
You know what's sad?
No emotions. Just sex.
I guess we should just start.
Bedroom.
What's wrong with the couch?
The bedroom has better light. And since we're just friends, I don't have to be insecure about my body.
You're beautiful. You have nothing to be insecure.
That sounds emotionally supportive. Lock that down.
Your ass is a little bony.
Much better.
I can work with that.
Okay.
While trying to avoid the cliches of Hollywood romantic comedies, Dylan and Jamie soon discover that adding the act of sex to their friendship does indeed lead to complications. Friends with Benefits is rated R. In limited release, we start off with Another Earth, a drama starring Britt Marling, William Mapother, and Matthew Lee Erlbach. On the night of the discovery of a duplicate planet in the solar system, an ambitious young student and an accomplished composer cross paths in a tragic accident. Another Earth is rated PG-13. Next up is A Little Help, a comedic drama starring Jenna Fisher, Chris O'Donnell, and Kim Coates. A woman gets entangled in a series of bizarre lies in order to take care of herself and her 12-year-old son. A Little Help is rated R. Next is The Myth of the American Sleepover, a comedy drama starring Claire Slorna, Marlon Morton, and Amanda Bauer. 4 young people navigate the suburban wonderland of Metro Detroit looking for love and adventure on the last weekend of summer. The Myth of an American Sleepover is not rated. And last on our list is Sarah's Key, a French war drama starring Kristen Scott Thomas and Niels Airstrup. In modern-day Paris, a journalist finds her life becoming entwined with a young girl whose family was torn apart during the notorious Belle de Heve roundup in 1942. Sarah's Key is rated PG-13. This week's home entertainment slate is a little limited, but it starts off with Limitless, a mystery science fiction thriller starring Bradley Cooper, Anna Friel, and Abby Cornish. A writer discovers a top-secret drug which bestows him with superhuman abilities. Limitless is rated PG-13. Moving into the TV on DVD front, we have Doctor Who, the complete 6th series, Part 1, starring Matt Smith and Karen Gillan. The 11th Doctor, Amy, and Rory find themselves in 60s America, battling the invasion the world forgot. Then they journey on the high seas of 1696 aboard a pirate ship to solve the mystery of the Siren. In a bubble universe on the edge of reality, the Doctor meets an old friend with a new face, and in a monastery on a remote island in the near future, an industrial accident takes on a terrible human shape. And waiting for them at the end of all this is the battle with Demon's Run and the Doctor's darkest hour. Can even the truth about River's song save the Time Lord's soul? Only 2 things are certain. Silence will fall, and a good man is going to die. Next up is Torchwood, the complete original UK series starring John Barrowman, Kai Owen, Gareth David Lloyd, and Evie Miles. This is the Doctor Who spin-off that follows the exploits of a small team of mystery hunters who make up the Cardiff, Wales branch of the Torchwood Institute, which deals mainly with incidents of the unexplained and extraterrestrials. Last but not least, we have Young Justice, Season 1, Volume 1, starring Bruce Greenwood and Danica McKellar. This is a superhero animated series following the lives of the teenage counterparts to the Justice League from DC Comics. Let's move on to the quick flicks. Edward Norton is in talks to be Jason Bourne's next target. Kicking off the parallel storyline for the Matt Damon trilogy about an assassin who loses his memory, The Bourne Legacy will run alongside the original movies and will not be a reboot. Also known to be involved are Jeremy Renner as the lead character, and Rachel Weisz as an operative from an agency that is supposedly more dangerous than the Treadstone group that gave birth to Bourne. The Bourne Legacy is slated for a release on August 3rd, 2012. It's common practice for Marvel Studios to put a post-credits teaser on their films, so it's not surprising that one will appear at the end of Captain America this weekend. I won't spoil the details here, but in typical Marvel fashion, the coda will tease next year's release of The Avengers, and will run for about 1 minute. Are you ready for yet another adaptation of Beauty and the Beast? What if I told you that Emma Watson fresh off her 10-year role as Hermione Granger in the successful Harry Potter series, is attached as the lead. The only details at this point are Watson's involvement, and that the film is in development under director Guillermo del Toro, which means it will likely be a darker version than we've seen before. We may potentially hear more at Comic-Con later this week. If you want to discuss anything you heard on this week's rather short edition, please take a moment to get in touch. You can surf on over to chronicriff.com and leave a note at the forums, or you can leave a voicemail at 888-866-9010, or write to John at chronicriff.com. You can also find the Weekly Podioplex and the Chronic Rift on Facebook. The Weekly Podioplex is a collaboration from Creative Criticality and Lucky Shot Productions. This is Michael Falkner. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the theater.
When Captain America throws his mighty shield, all those who chose to oppose his shield are killed. If he's led to a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue come through when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
That's a wrap!